Hello there, my beautiful Leos, and welcome to or welcome back to your channel. This is your daily reading for Thursday, May 7th. Keep in mind, time is fluid, and you can resonate to any of these readings if you have strong Leo in your birth chart. Cross watchers, you are welcome. I know there are some cross watchers on here. So let's see what you have as your number for the day, Leo, and you have number 16 with I am perceptive. You have an inquisitive mind that allows you to uncover important truths. You have a special ability to read into other people's feelings, a wisdom seeker, and your angels ask to share your knowledge for the benefit of others. All right, I am perceptive. So the fact that you have this card coming through, this card is all about perceiving things, how you perceive things. You know, everybody perceives things on a different level, which then will create each and every one person has a different experience because of their perception. So I feel like this type of card gives me being able to help people see that the glass is half full instead of half empty. So there's something about your positive perception that somebody may need around this time. You may have a person around you who is spiraling and they just can't think of positive thought towards their situation, and they come to you for advice or wisdom. But your perception matters around this time. How you are viewing something is important. So let's see, your angel that is with you for the day is Earth Angel. Yep, thank you, Earth Angels, for inspiring me to be more like you. So it looks like you are being, quote unquote, I know this word sounds bad, but it happens very frequently. The universe will use certain people to assist others. And it looks like you are stepping into some Earth Angel energy today where you are divinely connected in assisting somebody through your perception, through how you see the world, through how you navigate living. You could be very inspiring to certain people around this time. I could see somebody like making videos or like telling stories. So some of you feel like sharing your story with the collective could help people that may be going through something that you did go through, seeing it from a different perception. Let's see, your Moonology card is Don't Let Your Pride Get in the Way with full moon in Leo. Ooh-hoo! So obviously there are people on here watching that have Leo in their chart. Some of you may actually have a moon in Leo. This type of combination of cards, you know what this gives me? There could be somebody in the midst of your energy that didn't take your advice, that now you might have a I told you so moment to someone around this time, Leo. Because you have don't let your pride get in the way. So that gives me this energy of you may have already gave this person advice and they didn't see it from the perception at that point. This kind of gives me same person, same problem coming your way. So the universe is kind of like, don't let pride get in your way. You know, a lot of people, you know, no matter what you say to them or what you tell them to do, they're still going to do what they feel like they should do despite any type of advice. But this type of combination of cards gives me that you might have already given somebody advice that is coming back around with a either same issue or very similar. So let's see what we have in your Quantum Oracle. Family, friends, and guides. Spirit card number 6. So this person could be a family member of yours, a friend of yours. This does indicate guides coming through. So this could be other realm energy. There could be a family, a friend, a guide coming through and saying, I know you may feel prideful for it, but you are aligned to this energy to assist them. I know it may feel like you are feeling like a broken record, but the fact that they're bringing this up may show that this could be this person's catalyst moment to actually have the change. And I feel like, you know, with this coming through, there could be somebody on the other side that knows of the connection that you have with this person, if they are a family member or a friend or whatever the case may be. But I definitely feel like there is this energy of, I kind of get like an eye roll energy with it, where you're like, really? You still are having this issue? All right, let's see what your tea leaf are. You have a month of the year with May. I mean, there you go. Right underneath the Earth Angel energy. So there are going to be maybe a couple times this month where you are placed in that Earth Angel position of assistance on this realm. Let's see. Underneath the full moon in Leo, we have the diamond. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. So this person may acknowledge you more after this. This person may, you know, say, wow, Leo, you've helped me so much. Thank you. Things along those lines. Maybe they actually do give you something. I feel like you being open and not letting pride get in the way and still assisting something or someone is a gift in its own. And you have the wishbone, a wish granted. All right, so there's something about like good karma coming from this. So I know that shouldn't be the reason that you just decide to assist somebody who's maybe been annoying you with the same issue. But it does look like there could definitely be some good karma that comes from this moment of you assisting somebody. And not letting that pride take over and just saying, all right, let me just do what I can. Or if I got to repeat myself again, like stuff like that. Let's see what your overall energy is. See if we get any other messages with this reading. You have feeling alone with the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, I already feel that. I already feel like this person didn't say what you said in the beginning. And now they're going through it again. 5 of Pentacles energy here. I'm going to clarify before I even talk about it. Because I feel like for some of you, this could be this person's approach towards you over actually how you're feeling. But let's see. With this combination of cards, before I even clarify, there could be a wish being granted of more money or a new job around this time if you haven't been working or haven't been feeling like you've had enough money. On the 5 of Pentacles, you have the Hanged Man. Jeez. So, you know, some of you, this person here, you might even not want to respond to. Some of you like, yeah, I ain't saying anything to this individual. All right, hold on. Before I keep talking, what's coming your way? The Ace of Pentacles. That new job energy right on the head. Your influence is the Emperor. Yeah, so you are being perceived by an employer, a person, whatever the case may be. Because I'm like, there's got to be more messages than just that one in this reading. And it does look like we're getting a push towards abundance here. Emperor energy in your influence shows that you are not only coming in very wise, but you are coming in very strong and in an authoritative figure. So I feel like for a lot of you, there is definitely some type of energy here of standing out to an employer or becoming your own boss. That could be a wish that you have been wanting for a while. What's unexpected is the 8 of Pentacles. Your advice is the Queen of Cups. And your outcome is the 5 of Wands. Yeah. Okay. I'm not surprised seeing that. Because it's just like a part of you is like, it's like kind of like how you split a wishbone, you know, like during Thanksgiving, there's usually 2 people that break the wishbone. Whoever got the longer side is usually the one that the wish will be granted to, right? I feel that's almost like a metaphor for this as well, because it's like you look split. Especially if you resonate to that first story, it's like a part of you is like, yeah, I do want to help this person again. But then another part of you is like, well, they didn't take my advice then before, so why am I going to help them again? But there will be good karma that comes from assisting this individual. But let's clarify this. I'm going to even clarify the Hanged Man there. There could be some financial blocks that are being removed right now. 5 of Pentacles, Hanged Man is the overall energy. I feel like the second storyline is definitely a wish granted towards something financially. On the Hanged Man, you have the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, so some of you may start working after not having any work. Some of you, you know, you may have actually a hobby that makes money. And it could be something that you didn't even think that people would pay for. Because the Hanged Man in your overall energy has an epiphany moment. So it's like the Hanged Man is having an epiphany moment from the 5 of Pentacles, having nothing and doing nothing, having something and doing something. So with that Eight of Pentacles that you also have in your unexpected energy. So there could definitely be some type of unexpected energy towards work. Like, for example, say you're getting something out there. You may surprisingly sell out and have to quickly put more work into something. And or others of you, I do definitely feel like there's two storylines here. That first storyline, it's like, all right, I'm actually going to just leave this person out and they can help themselves. And then the Eight of Pentacles says, actually, let me put in some effort. So the Ace of Pentacles of what's coming your way, the Two of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Nine of Swords, geez, so the Page of Pentacles. There it is, 2 pages. So there's definitely some type of double storyline energy here. I feel absolutely first one, somebody coming around, you've already given them your advice. They need more of it. You're kind of like, all right, what do I do here? Do I ignore it? Do I reject it? Do I say no? I do feel like there could be a slight giving in moment where you just decide to put the pride to the side and say, look, maybe they'll listen this time. Others of you and or, because you maybe could resonate to both of these messages, there's definitely some type of movement towards abundance. There's definitely some type of anxious block or worried block released financially today. Page of Pentacles is my energy for luck connected to finances. And you have the Ace of Pentacles of what's coming your way. Whether it be something that you're doing on your own or you are doing in a company or receiving a new job, promotion, raise. It definitely looks like there's some wishes being granted directly connected to your finances. The Emperor and your influence with the Empress, the Six of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. Now they're not 3 storylines now, y'all, please. All right, well, now you have the Empress, clarifying the Emperor that makes a match. So some of you may actually be giving a physical chance to a partner where either you thought it would be left out or you thought you wouldn't do anything. There could be you surprisingly putting effort into another person where you thought you weren't going to. And that could be on a romantic level with the Emperor and Empress here. But that sentence I said could also reflect to the first storyline where a part of you is like, I'm not going to put an effort into this. And then you're like, all right, let me put in some effort. So it could be to a loving connection. On the Eight of Pentacles of what's unexpected, we have the Ace of Swords, the King of Cups, Five of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. So this time might be surprising. You know, it's kind of like something familiar is resurfacing and you're kind of like, all right, I know how that goes. But the universe is saying, well, why can't it go differently this time? Maybe they didn't take your advice before, but maybe they needed to hear it 16 times. Maybe all those other jobs sucked, but maybe the 5th job you applied for is the one that's it. Maybe all those ways of selling your products or getting yourself out there didn't work, but the Ace of Swords, there's that way that actually unexpectedly works. Maybe you've been avoiding love forever and you're like, yeah, everybody's the same. How about that one person that's different? So it could be very unexpected that a familiar situation actually plays out differently. And the Hanged Man is a big indicator of that in your overall energy. Queen of Cups as your advice with the Emperor again, the Three of Wands, and the Queen of Cups again. So you're definitely being advised to feel your feelings, but don't emotionally be reactive is your advice here. Emperor in your energy and Emperor in your advice. Stand your ground and lead with wisdom. And your outcome with the Five of Wands is interesting. Why do we have that there? The Ace of Pentacles again, the Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. Jeez. Yeah, so this is it. The area of your life that you just felt like, all right, it always brings me challenge. It never listens to me. It never works out for me. How about now? How about this one? I get ultimatum energy for romance with this reading. Some of you are going through a situation where it's like, hey, if we're not going to be committed, we're not going to be anything. And you may be surprised that this person's like, well, I'm not going to lose you, so we're going to be committed. I get ultimatum energy here when I feel romance. And you know, you have the Five of Wands, you have the Emperor here twice. Some of you first story resonators, you might actually say that to this person. Like, hey, look, you didn't take my advice last time. Why am I going to give it to you again? You know, and they may just be like, oh my God, Leo, wait, no. But there's something here for sure where other moments in the past just, like, the connection wasn't made. The person didn't get it. One ear and out the other. You tried all these ways to do something and it never took off. It's like doing something 999 times. And then that 1,000th time, it works. So, I feel like I get that, especially with advice to people, I get that sort of broken record energy. I feel like, you know, like, especially if this is something that you've been trying to do and trying to go towards, and like you just feel like you've tried everything, there's like one more thing you can try that will work. It's like trying it that 1,000th time, applying to that 15th, 16th place. So this is what I have here for you, Leo, for the day. All over the place, this reading. A couple different messages, so take what's yours, leave the rest behind, and come back to this reading in a couple days or so. See if any of them connected. If they didn't, it wasn't your reading, and that's okay. But there's definitely a big shift here and an epiphany moment and finally figuring out something that actually works. So let's see your ending oracle. We're going to get it from the Moonology manifestation deck. In terms of zodiac signs, you have a lot of Aries. You got a lot of Aries. You got Pisces here. Taurus, Libra, Leo. So your ending oracle is full moon in Sagittarius. See the bigger picture. I am perceptive. There you go. Full circle moment. And I know, y'all, how weird is that? Full moon in Sagittarius coming through again. So most of y'all have heard my random going-ons about how I don't really pay attention to astrology until something gets closer and I have to do a reading on it. Because, you know, I like the element of surprise in the universe. And it was funny because the full moon in Sagittarius came out during the full moon in Scorpio reading, and a plethora of comments came through where all of you guys are like, this is so weird because there is a full moon in Sag at the end of the month. So there's definitely some type of momentum being gained as we get closer to this full moon in Sagittarius, which now that it's coming out again, even in a different deck, knowing that we have it now at the end of the month shows me that there's definitely some type of momentum of energy rising for this time, for that full moon in Sagittarius. That'll be what, May 31st? So, should be an interesting month. And we have the tea leaf of May. And we're in an earth sign season. I mean, by that time we'll be in Gemini season, but still. Very weird, very weird. Okay, here we go. At this point, your best bet is to be the bigger person away in whatever situation is on your mind. If harsh words have been exchanged, this card comes with a gentle suggestion to diffuse the upset with some humor. The world is your oyster when you draw this card, but you need to find balance between where you are and where you want to be. It may be that you need to do more research before you move closer towards whatever it is you want. When you're manifesting, the journey of discovery can be empowering as dreaming the big dream. Find a balance between saying what needs to be said and saying too much. One thing is for sure, having an open mind will serve you well now. Talk to people about your issues and get the view of a bigger picture, or vice versa. Your manifestation affirmation is, I know that I am blessed and I love my life within that knowing. Your best time to work your magic is when the moon is in Sagittarius or on a Thursday, Jupiter's day. And I do try to highlight that when this does happen. When the card we get connects to the daily I'm reading for. So this card did indicate the best time to work your magic is for Thursday, Jupiter's day. And this reading is for May 7th, which is a Thursday. So I try to hone in on that when that happens for you to do whatever manifesting powers you'd like to do on your own at home. Because when this does occur with those type of timely alignments, it does show me as a reader the energy is amplified. I would also pay attention to the number 8. You have 888 in the spread here. And that's the only number that has like doubled itself like that, which we do see some type of unblock to finances and abundance. So I'm not surprised that 8 is your repetitive card here. So this is what I have here for you, Leo. Thank you for being here and for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. And I'll see and talk to all of y'all very, very soon. Bye now.